Hey guys, Darkovica here, and I asked you to ask me some questions as a Q&A for the channel, and you guys came through and just gave me like a gajillion questions within like the hour. I was like, man, I hope I have enough questions to make a video, and no, I have plenty. I'm gonna have to make 2 videos to answer all these questions. So, without further ado, here we go. So, I accidentally answered this question while I was running through my comments in the comment section, but I was basically asked what headset I'm using, and it is a Turtle Beach PX. I don't know what that says. I think it says 21. I've had this headset for like 3 years now, and it's just the best headset I've ever used. It has been impossible to break. I've sat on it. I had a headset before this that I sat on and destroyed with my large rear end, and this one has just gone through so much. I drop it like every day and it's fine. So that's my headset. Top 3 favorite games. This changes every time, so like it does not matter how many times I get asked this. Right now it's probably going to be that Robin Hood Sherwood game, just because, you know, obsessions, that's just how they work. Everything you find under your obsession, you immediately love it, whether it's good or not. So Robin Hood, Legend of Sherwood, Overwatch, surprisingly. I really enjoy Overwatch. Kingdom Hearts has to go somewhere in this list, just because every time I play it, I want to cry. The nostalgia hits me. I got a series on this channel somewhere of me playing Kingdom Hearts. It was great. It was on an emulator, though, which means that it crashed. Like a lot. I don't know what the first game I ever played is. The first video game I ever remember playing is probably one of my brother's SNES games. I'm sure he handed me the controller. I don't recall very well because my brother's like 13 years older than me. But I mean, like I played children's games on the PC. I mean, literally like Magic School Bus Status, 101 Dalmatians, the movie. That's basically what I remember, barely. What drives me to keep making videos is actually you guys, honestly. I know that sounds really corny and like every YouTuber says it, but it's actually super true. I love making YouTube videos. I love the idea of entertaining people and being able to give someone a bright spot in their day, because what I remember from my life is there was a period of time where I was working a job that I just absolutely hated, and it was basically working as a secretary, front desk person, answering phones and scheduling things. And I was so unhappy. I came home every day depressed out of my mind. I had school, I had no money because I was a college student. So every penny that I made immediately went into bills and school and like cup of noodle. And I was so depressed, but I would go home and I would turn on YouTube and I would pull up PewDiePie videos and I would sit there and nearly cry from laughter because it was so much better than everything else that was going on in my life. And it felt like I was accomplishing something watching these PewDiePie videos when I was having this stupid dead-end job. And that's why no matter what PewDiePie does, I feel I can't hate the man. I can't hate his channel at all. I know nothing about him. It's like whatever, but his channel will always be something that I go to when I'm feeling down, because those videos always cheered my day up, and I want to be that for someone. I thought to myself, someone does this for me. I want to do this for as many people as I can. And I want to do charities, and I want to help people, and I want people to look at me and see someone that they look up to. They want to be like that person. And that's what I've always wanted to be as a small child. So, you know, you do. This is a surprisingly deep question. If I was sucked into a different world and I got stuck there and then I found a portal and I'd already gotten used to that world, would I just hop through the portal? I would like to say yes. I probably would. It would just take me a really long time to work myself up to going through the portal. If it was a portal that was like, you have 10 seconds to go into this and find out where it takes you, I would probably jump in because I would be too nervous that I'd end up regretting it. It'd be like a spur of the moment, like, oh god, I don't know, ah! And just like throw myself through the portal. If it was something that was like the portal appeared and it's not going anywhere, I would probably sit in front of it for like weeks and just stare at it and be like, but what if? What if something happened? That's basically what would happen. What would happen if spaghetti happened to Y is that cucumber in salad. I don't know if that was what you were looking for. I think you're talking about the video that I lost to the universe with all of my drawings. I was just about to get to drawing Disney photo negative Mickey. It would have looked awful either way. Some of the things I drew when I was working on that Celebrate 4,000 subscribers video, Let's Draw Things, yeah, they were very frightening looking. I'm not an artist. Oh, okay, horror games. I love horror games. I'm terrible at them. I get so scared. I'm not even talking like the level of scared where you're like, oh wow, that scared me. I'm talking like I'm probably gonna pass out from fear. Like I'm sitting there like, oh my god, I don't want to experience this. Oh my god, I don't want to be scared. It is the most horrific feeling when I get really into it. I get sucked into horror games. Like it's bad. For which ones? I definitely love Amnesia, Outlast, Call of Cthulhu, Silent Hill. I mean, I love almost all horror games. Probably the only one that I don't like from recent times, if it can be counted as a horror game, is The Evil Within. It just didn't make sense to me. I didn't know what was going on. I don't think I'd mind recording a game with a few of the people in Discord. The only problem with that, and the main reason why I don't generally collab with anyone except for my boyfriend, is because I have really ungodly hours for recording and therefore get very few times of freedom in which to collaborate with someone who may or may not be living across the world. So if I ever get to the point where I'm doing YouTube for a living, I'd probably be much more open to doing collaborations than I am right now. Just because I'd probably have to stay up really late to do it, and I would hate myself if I did that. Wow, okay, so this is a funny question. So when I was young, I had a recurring dream, where I went into a mystical world of dragons. And one of the dragons I talked to was called Darkovica in the dream. And so I ended up spelling that out like 11-year-old me. I ended up using it for not everything, but a lot of things, and obviously including YouTube eventually. So Darkovica was the thing that I ended up using, and I spelled it with K's. Now, I found out relatively recently, Darkovica is how it's supposed to be pronounced in Russian. It's an actual Russian name. So like many YouTubers, like a couple of YouTubers that have read my comments and videos will say Darkovica instead of Darkovica, which is the proper way to pronounce it, especially with the K's. I completely say it wrong, which makes it mine, and therefore it's right. But you know, that is a thing. So there you go, interesting story. I am doing quite well. How are you? Any machine that wishes to be a potato buddy, whether it inserts caramel into Snickers bars, is in fact a potato buddy. If I had a dick, you better believe it would be out for Harambe. Can't believe I just said that. This is such a hard question. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's a toss-up between Riku from Kingdom Hearts, specifically Kingdom Hearts 2. You know what I'm talking about. That man be sexy. And Leon from Resident Evil 4. And, oh gosh, Sephiroth, maybe? Oh my, I don't know. My favorite male characters. It's usually characters with long hair. The longer the hair, the more I like them. That's just sort of how it goes. If I could go back in time, I would probably disguise myself as a man first and then go back in time to look at, like, to see if certain legends are true, to see time periods in the past. I would definitely go into the past and maybe not so much in the future because, I don't know, the future seems way more dangerous to me than the past because at least I have a concept of how people thought and maybe what tensions were like in the past. If I disguise myself as a man, the chances of me being like murdered are a little easier, and I don't know what's going on in the future. Anything could be happening over there. My clothing could offend someone, which, to be fair, my clothing could still offend someone in the past, and they might burn me as a witch. But you know, you gotta take your chances. You gotta take your chances. I don't know when, though. I would love to make YouTube a full-time job. I love creating videos and thumbnails and recording more than I love doing anything else in my life. Like, I love just sitting here, responding to comments. Like, if I had a full day to work on YouTube, I could do just loads of videos. I could edit all day, make my thumbnails, respond to comments all day. It would be amazing. And that's probably my biggest dream, is just to be able to create content for a living. So yes, I would take that opportunity. I have never watched Samurai Champloo, but I do believe Brent has. You've seen Sam. Yeah, he's seen it and he likes it. So I think you mean what do I do, or what would I do instead of my YouTube channel? And I am actually a software engineer, so I do a lot of back-end and sometimes front-end programming. Which means I work on websites for the business that I work for. I actually graduated with a degree in visual and game programming, but I have yet to move into a game company. That's probably going to happen in about a year if YouTube doesn't take off, but, or rather, I will put more effort. Not effort, that doesn't sound right. I have plans, as of right now, in this current state of living, eventually to work for a video game company should YouTube not pick up in about a year. That's how that works. I do love programming very, very much, and I love being a software engineer, and I love making video games. I mean, I could seriously just get hired by a company to work on Barbie games. And as long as I got a steady paycheck, I would be okay. Okay, so this is a really cool question. For me, I haven't heard them called false awakening dreams. I have heard them called lucid dreams, and in those, I've actually only ever had one, and it's a very specific story that I'm going to try and tell quickly. In this dream, the dream was going normal, and by normal I mean it was a weird dream. I dropped my backpack on a front porch, and spiders stole my backpack, and I returned to my best friend from like elementary school, and she was like, "We have to save your backpack," and she turned around and ran out of the room. And as she left the room, I dream in third person for some reason. All of a sudden, the dream like shuddered, and then I got slammed into myself in the dream, and I was like, whoa, what is going on? Like, I felt myself, but I also felt myself in the real world, and it was the weirdest shit on the planet. Like, I was like, am I dreaming? And then I remembered reading about lucid dreams, and I was like, I have to do something you can only do in dreams. And so like I was like, I need to melt a piece of glass. I don't know why I needed to melt a piece of glass, but found out I was dreaming, realized I could do anything I wanted, had to melt a piece of glass. I don't know why it had to be that, but I found a piece of glass, and I sat there like trying to melt the glass with my mind. And then my friend runs back into the dream is still going. Like, my friend comes in, she's like, "All right, Monica, let's go save your backpack." I'm like, "Wait, I need to melt this glass." And she's just like, "What?" Like, even the weird ass dream about me saving my backpack from the spiders on someone's front porch thought I was crazy for trying to melt glass. And then I woke up, unfortunately. Like, it was the weirdest thing. Here was dream me, and here's my body in the real world. And it was just like I could feel myself sliding back into it, and I was trying to pull myself into the dream so that I could melt this damn glass. And then I got slammed into my body, and I was like, woo! I am wide awake! So there you go. That was my experience with lucid dreaming. Weird experience. Weird experience. I buy all of my flannel shirts from the Canadian Santa Claus. Hey guys, this video ended up being a little too long, so I split it up into 2 parts. Look forward to the next part and the ending part later on today, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!